Hey everyone! Today we're going to assemble an all-star team of superheroes, but you won't find them in a comic book. You'll find them in your kitchen. We're going to talk about 7 amazing foods that are scientifically proven to help protect your heart. All right, let's get right into it. So, have you ever had that weird, uncomfortable feeling in your chest and thought, wait a minute, is this just heartburn from dinner or is it something, more serious? It's a really common and pretty scary question, and being confused about the answer can have some major consequences. And here's why that confusion is so dangerous. Heart disease is a leading cause of death, and a huge reason for that is because we misunderstand the symptoms. We might brush off that pressure in our chest that kind of radiates down our arm, thinking, oh, it's just a stomachache. But that could be our body screaming a critical warning. Getting this right is absolutely vital. So let's meet the team that's going to help us fight back. We're calling them the 7 superheroes for your heart. These are powerful, totally natural guardians that you can literally add to your diet starting today. First up to bat is garlic, our vessel cleaner. Seriously, think of garlic as a master plumber for your arteries. Its whole job is to help clear out the gunk and keep your entire circulatory system flowing nice and smooth. So, how do you unlock this superpower? It all comes down to a compound called allicin. But, and this is the important part, heat totally destroys it. So to get the real benefit, science shows you've got to crush raw garlic and then just let it sit for about 10 minutes. This gives the allicin time to fully form before you eat it. It's that simple step that really helps lower your blood pressure and that bad cholesterol.
Okay, next up is a hero you definitely know, the humble apple. We're calling it the clot preventer. Turns out that old saying, an apple a day, isn't just a cute rhyme. It's actually backed by some pretty incredible science, especially for keeping our blood flowing the way it should.
So what's an apple's secret weapon? Well, it's actually got 3 of them. First, there's quercetin, a powerhouse antioxidant that helps stop dangerous blood clots before they can form. Then you've got soluble fiber, which is like a sponge that mops up bad cholesterol. And finally, its polyphenols help bring down blood pressure naturally. And get this, doesn't matter if it's a red or green apple, they all do the trick. Let's meet our 3rd hero, the avocado, our good fat champion. I know, a lot of people get scared of avocados because of the fat, but that's a huge misconception. They're packed with the right kind of fat, the kind your heart actually craves. See, the key here is that avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats. Unlike the bad fats you find in junk food, these good fats are warriors. They go to battle against inflammation and they actively work to kick bad cholesterol out of your system. They really are a champion for your heart. Sliding into our number 4 spot is another classic, leafy greens, the metabolism booster. Think about spinach, kale, all those delicious greens. They're like the essential support crew for your body, keeping your internal engine tuned up and running at peak performance. And here's why they work so well. They're just jam-packed with fiber, chlorophyll, antioxidants, and tons of vitamins. It's this amazing cocktail that helps make your blood vessels stronger and gives your metabolism a real kickstart. And a faster, healthier metabolism means a happier, healthier heart. Our 5th hero is a real specialist, oily fish, the inflammation fighter. We're talking about things like salmon here. They're full of a very special fat that goes after one of the biggest enemies of your heart, chronic inflammation. Now, the secret power in oily fish comes from omega-3s, but you have to be careful. They're really delicate. If you cook them with super high heat like deep frying, you can actually destroy all the good stuff. The best way to get all those benefits is to cook it gently. A little light grilling is perfect. That keeps the omega-3s intact so they can do their job. All right, our 6th hero takes on cholesterol directly, whole grains. You can think of these as the solid foundation of a heart-healthy diet, especially if keeping your cholesterol in check is a big goal for you. And we're talking about really common stuff here, like corn, oatmeal, and soy. They're just absolute powerhouses of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This combo is scientifically proven to not only help lower your cholesterol levels, but also give your metabolism another helpful push. And now for our final superhero, red veggies, the antioxidant shield. You know, foods like tomatoes and watermelon? That bright red color isn't just pretty. It comes from a really unique compound that acts like a powerful bodyguard for your cells. That powerful stuff is called lycopene, and it's a natural antioxidant. So what's an antioxidant? Just think of them as tiny security guards inside your body, protecting your cells from damage. And when it comes to protecting your heart, lycopene is one of the best in the business. So, we just talked about the good fats in avocados, which brings us to a really critical and often super confusing topic: cooking oils. It turns out the oil you cook with can either be a friend or a foe to your heart, making it just as important as the food you're cooking. And here's the absolute crucial difference. When you crank up the heat, a lot of common oils, like soybean oil, even olive oil in some cases, they start to break down chemically, and that breakdown can create those awful trans fats. But look, avocado oil is different. It's got what's called a high smoke point, which just means it stays stable and safe even when you're cooking hot. That makes it a way, way better choice for your heart.
Of course, these superhero foods work best when they're part of a bigger plan, right? A truly healthy heart needs more than just good food. It needs a healthy lifestyle to back it up.
And here's your simple game plan. Aim for some regular exercise, nothing crazy, maybe 30 minutes 3 times a week. Support that superhero diet by keeping things low in unhealthy fats, salt, and sugar. And finally, and this is a big one, manage your stress. It might sound cheesy, but actually making time for happiness, for smiling, it has a real, measurable, positive effect on your heart. Wow, okay, we've covered a lot of ground. So let's bring the whole team together for one final look. Think of this as your complete superhero roster, a quick guide to your heart's new protective guardians. Let's do a quick roll call. We've got garlic with allicin to lower blood pressure. We have apples with quercetin and fiber to fight clots. We have avocado loaded with those incredible good fats, leafy greens to fire up your metabolism, oily fish with its powerful omega-3s to fight inflammation, whole grains with their fibers to tackle cholesterol, and of course, red veggies with lycopene for that amazing antioxidant shield. What a team! And that brings us to the final, and really the most important question. This isn't just a list of facts, it's an invitation for you to take action. So, looking at this roster, which one of these superheroes are you going to invite to your plate to start protecting your heart today?